Big tech is having a big week. Let's bring in Nick Santiago, CEO of In the Money Stocks. Nick, I want to start with Meta, better known as Facebook. Facebook shares traded in the $80 range about a year ago, and now we're talking 200. What a great ride for traders and investors who caught that low. But what do you think is next for this stock? And do you think it's still a buy?
Well, I think it's going to get up there towards that 200 level, but I think that's probably the high end. I don't really see this name going much further than that. Again, like everything else, the markets are like a pendulum. They swing so far to one side, to the bear side. Sometimes they swing so far to the bull side. And now Meta's kind of finding its footing. It did a lot of price cuts and cost cuts, I should say. And it's got itself a little bit together. The market seems to like it. But I think as you approach that $200 level, I think that's kind of it. I just don't see that Meta will push much further past that. But hey, if you were an owner of it down at the the $90 range or the $100 range, you're very happy today. But I just don't think it has a whole lot of upside from here. But a great move nonetheless.
Last night, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, better known as Google, all reported earnings. The NASDAQ is ripping higher this year. What do you think about the move in tech overall?
Yeah, and like I said, I thought there would be a rally in January. And we certainly got that January effect. But now the market is getting a little bit rich and a little bit ahead of itself. So technology has certainly been the best performer because prior to the rally was the weakest. And very often you'll see the weakest rise to the top when you get a big liquidity surge. And I think that's what we have here. Obviously, the central banks are making favorable comments. At least that's how the market is interpreting it. So I think technology is starting to get a little bit rich. So if you're looking at something like a triple Qs, which is the NASDAQ 100, maybe a little bit more to go, but not a whole lot more upside before this runs out of steam.
Thank you very much, Nick.
See you next week. Thank you for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.